Hello, my crafty friends. How are you today? We are on take, I think 3. I am not having fun and not sure why I'm doing this video, but I'm not a quitter. So I will explain these in a second. First, I want to read Hebrews 11:3. By faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which are visible. Faith is a must. So you've heard the expression, if a tree falls in a forest and no one is there to see it or hear it, does it make a sound? And one of the biggest problems that we as Christian faith face every day is we haven't actually seen God, but we know He's there. But we rely on the Word. Faith treats things that are hoped for as reality. Faith is solid. It's unshakable. Confidence in God, which builds up the assurance that He is faithful to His promises. Faith is a lot of things, and it helps bring us through a lot of things as well. I'm not trying to be preachy. Sorry, just trying to be encouraging. Okay, so my first video, don't know what happened. I got the first part of my video in, and then I paused for a moment because I had to get some other things to fill up the ephemera. And when I thought I pressed record, but apparently I didn't. So I got only the first half of my video. So here's what I made for the first part. My envelope is 5 inches wide by 11.5 inches long. I got these envelopes at the Dollar Tree, and I had set out to do a different project with them, but I never ended up doing it. So I was sitting here and I have some freebies from Artie Mays where she scanned in some napkins. So I made a window in my envelope and I stuck in a journal card. Then I figure, well, I'll cut it in half, so we'll have 2 places to insert journal cards. And I also put a pocket in the front here. And I put a pocket in the front as well. And I just stuck in a couple of ephemeras. And I put a seam binding closure, but I didn't want the seam binding to show, so I made it into a belly band. And I stuck in a couple of cards. Here. These are perfect size to fit into a card envelope, and it's thin enough where you can fill it and send it off as happy mail, just to encourage somebody for an insert in a journal. Yeah, they're just perfect little size. So I wanted to replicate again with video number 2. So I got everything not everything put together. As I was going through, they had many errors. For the flip down, I wanted this bird in the front of my envelope. But in doing so, for the envelope to fold down, it was upside down. So there was like mistake number, 50 today. Because when I flipped it over, it just, because if you take that and you fold it over and you open it up, the bird is the right way. But when I flipped it to close it, everything was upside down. How this bird is upside down, this was upside down. And the thumb hole was down here. It was such a mess. Anyways, it turned out good. I used the closure for the main envelope there. I flipped it up and I made it into, as you've seen, a little pocket to stick stamps, like the smaller ephemera. So, and then I stuck a journal card in here as well. Any journaling card that I have in my stash already. And then I put a belly band. And I had initially put the belly band on this way because the way everything was going. That ended upside down, so yeah, I had to redo that. So maybe it was just as well, because when I ended my recording and I downloaded to edit my video, I only got the last half, so I don't know what happened to the first half. It's gone. I even checked to make sure I was still recording. I was close to the 1 hour mark, so I stopped it and I pressed it again because it cuts out at 57 minutes or 58 minutes. So I was at 56 minutes and I had lull time in between. So I had some editing to do with the sewing and stuff. I would have fast forward, which would have cut down my time. Pressed record, continued on my way. So like I said, as I downloaded, I got the last half of that video. I don't know what happened to the first half. So I got the first half of this video and I don't have the last half of the other video. So yeah, that just was an epic fail all the way around. So anyways, I decided I'll make this into a side pocket. So again, it's still flat enough. You can put it off and send it off as a rack, or you could use it as a floating pocket or whatever in your journals. Now, I don't have any more of these envelopes. Unfortunately, I used the last two, but I have a paper bag. So maybe we could try doing something with the paper bag. So I have another, Artie Mays has a Facebook group. If you're not in that Facebook group, I'll post a link in the description where that little arrow is, for the link below. That if you want, you can go check out her Facebook page. Now I have these little, I don't know, they're not sparrows or chickadees or something, I don't know. And I also have a few of them. I have the dragonfly, that one's kind of pretty. I have an owl, and I have another bird one, I don't know where it went to. The other bird one is really pretty. So I'm, oh, here it is, right here. So yeah. There's this one. So I'm not sure which one I want. I like the dragonfly. I think I might go with the dragonflies. It'll be different from the two birds that I've done. So I put this on the transparent paper that you are used for the overhead projectors. So make sure that you print it on the right side, because my paper is older and it kept sliding. It didn't stick to the acetate anymore, so it came off. So when I put it in the printer, the one side has like a matte kind of feel to it. The other side is really smooth. So I put it in on the really smooth side. And when I went to take it away from the printer, everything smudged. Well, that's because I didn't have it on the matte side for the ink to adhere to it. So I'm just trimming it up, and I'll get this cut into 4 because they're the smaller napkins. So I guess cocktail napkins. So I guess she opened it up, so it gave a nice 4 pattern. So this is perfect. I can cut it into 4 sections, and we can have 4 pockets or 4 windows to go in the envelope or wherever, right? So we're going to try this. Take number 3, and hopefully I have a better time than I did the last time. So I want to welcome all of my new subscribers and my existing subscribers. I appreciate you being here. So when I attach it to my my paper bag, I have to remember I'm out of 2-way tape. I'm going to have to sew it around the bag. So make sure that your matte side is on the inside and the smooth side is on the outside, because the matte side, the slightest bit of water on there is going to erase your print. So you want to protect the print, so make sure that it is on the inside of your project that you're working, and the smooth side, the shiny side, as they would call it, is on the outside. So it'll just flip it over and you'll be able to feel the difference. Yeah, don't be a Brenda. Flip it over and that way it will be protected. So here's the window that I've cut out for the last one because I need to sew my thing in. When I make my frame, I have to make sure that it's this size, so for the sewing. But in the meantime, because I have to sew, I'm going to take my bag apart. Found my bone folder. Okay, so you want it center. Here's your fold here for your bottom of your bag. Here is the fold mark because I'm going to use that fold mark as an additional a pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of center here and I'm going to trace out where I want my window. Do you ever have like one of those days where you just want to go and crawl back into bed? Yeah, that's me today. It started off pretty good. The sun was shining. The wind is a little bit cold, but not too bad. I've been talking to myself all day today. And here we are later in the late afternoon, still talking to myself. I take my dog for a walk. I don't know, maybe last week I took her for a walk. And I had to go traipsing through the bush because she found a kill and figured, well, if they want to leave it, I'm going to eat it. So there I am, traipsing through the bush, trying to grab her. Get close, tell her to sit, stay. She sits, she stays. And just as I'm ready to grab her collar to put the lead on her, she takes off. Yeah, not happy. So we played that game for an hour. Okay, so there's that. Now, first I want something that's going to together. Oh, you know what? So what I'm doing, I am going to be doing a little series called May Days. Now, I have printed off, I don't know, maybe 300 prints, maybe 500 pages printed out. Yeah. Yes, I do. Because I was supposed to go away for 3 months and I'm going in the bush and I'm not bringing my printer and I have very limited access to the internet. But the government in the middle of April decided we need to stay in stay-home order longer than we are already in. So instead of being close to, I think it was the 5th of May that we would have been able to come out of the stay-home order. So he decided that, he's going to extend our stay-home, mandatory stay-home order for another 2 weeks. So we're still mandatory stay-home order for another 2 weeks, well, till the 20th. Not only that, but he made sure that he closed our borders to Ontario, so nobody can come into Ontario, nobody can leave Ontario. Yeah, so needless to say, here we are. So it's really taking a hit on so many people. So I'm just measuring here, sorry, the proper width that I need. Now these pages are from the printable DLC Facebook group, something like that. So anyways, so here we are in the stay home order. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it all the way down to there, but I think I'm going to keep that flower, well, part of the flower is going to be missing, but that's okay. So I think I'm going to bring it down to there. And I need to draw my window. So all those prints and stuff that I have like going through and sorting out, making sure I have everything I need and make sure I have enough printables and ephemera pieces and whatnot to get me through the next 3 months while I was down visiting my brother and his family with or his wife. They both work, so I figured, you know what, like I'll prepare their supper and clean their house. But 3 months, you know, I'm gonna have a lot of time by myself, so I figure I'll craft. Yep, nope, that ain't happening. So why is this not right? Oh, I'm such a donkey. Yeah, that's not right. We're going to go through this again, aren't we? That part's going to get edited out. I want to thank Terry Lee for mentioning my channel on her collaboration video that she does once a week. Unity Community Collaboration, something like that. And my channel has been featured this week on there, and I just want to thank Terry so very much for the opportunity. It means a lot. So there, that's better. Aye, that's better, eh? No, it's still too wide there. I didn't cut enough off. So what I think I'll do is go right down that line. Now these are, this will be nice for, what do you call that? They're stuffed envelope, or I think that's what they're called. Fill it up and cut it too short, but whatever. I'm done fighting with this thing. Okay, so I'm going to, because I have to find my bird, or my dragonfly, sorry. Now, make sure that the texture side is on the inside. And I'm going to sew, but I'm going to fast forward so you don't have to watch that grueling. Well, you'll see it, but it'll be on fast forward. Okay, now what you can do, because the dragonfly, you're going to be able to see that little bit of thing here, the fold. So I don't know. Yes, I like that. Okay, so let's go with that. And I don't really need to trim that edge off too much, so let's just trim it down here. And make sure that the white doesn't come through, and we'll cut it here just to be safe. And we'll put that on the inside. I think that'll be nice. Hey, you think so? So yeah, I'm going to start a little series and I'm calling it Maydays. I want to use up as many of the digital kits. I'm not going to be buying any digital kits until I get used up what I have. So I'm going to try and do a few videos a week for Maydays, and I'm going to hashtag Maydays. So if you want to join me as to using up your scraps and then hashtag Maydays, that would be awesome. There, look at how pretty is that? Yes, I like it. Okay, so that's all we need to do for in there. Now let's see if we can get this bag put back together. So this has got to glue down. No, I don't know if it really is like this is good for a stop pocket. I've never made one. I will be making one for a challenge that I'm in one of the groups. Junk journal. I think it's junk journaling for everyone, I think. So I have to watch a couple videos because like I said, I've never made one. So this will be my first one. So the lady that's getting this, not this one, but who's getting, I'm just gluing down the sides because I don't know if you have to or not, but it's still, like I said, I've never made a stuff pocket. So the one that I'm going to be making for my swap partner, I won't be doing online because I don't want her to see it if she stumbles across my channel. So, but I think it gives enough room that you can make a nice journal card to slip inside. So let's try that. Well, maybe not this one because that's too big. So if you have a few of them together and you stuff it in there, I think that's going to be good. Like that. I know there's what, like 3 or 4 pockets on a bag or something. I don't know. I have to, like I said, I have to do some research because I've never made one. So I guess that would go like that. And then you have some tickets. And you have so yeah, she messaged me, my swap partner messaged me the other day and she goes, it's on its way. And it's like, oh, wow, that was fast. So I'm hoping I'm going to get hers out this week. I think I have everything I need to go in it, but I don't know how to make one, so I have to do some research first. Because like I said, I've never made one before. So we're stretching ourselves and expanding, and I figure, you know what, after a year of doing the same thing over and over, or a year and a half, I think it's time to spread my wings a little bit. So there's a pocket there, and then your pocket here, right? So, and then I have, I think it's a folder swap with napkins in the Purple Poppy Facebook group. She has a swap going on. So I entered that one in the other day, or I speak English. I entered into that one as well. So I'm just waiting for my partner because that one is done. I just don't have a partner to send it to yet. And half of the other one is done. I just have to learn how to make a stuffed pocket. So let's decorate this. I have some nice dragonflies. So I hope you join me on my May days and we can create some beautiful stuff together. We can share. If you're not a part of my Facebook group, I hope you consider joining. It's Your Way Crafting. The link is in the description below, as well as my Instagram account. Thank you for watching today. Sorry about all the little oopsies. If you're still wanting to subscribe to my channel, I thank you for your patience. We all learn. We should all grow. Apparently I seem to be stuck. we all have our moments, right? So again, thank you. God bless. And I hope to see you in my next May Day video. I have a project that I have to get finished first. I'll be working on that tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow afternoon I can do another May Day series. And I hope to have another one on Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is my goal. Except this week. Next week, hope to be back on track. I'll pre-record. There you go. And have it ready. Because like I said, I'm working on the Forever Pocket too, right? So, or the Forever Journal. Or Never Ending Journal. Anyways, I'm just going to stop talking now. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you again, Terry, for the opportunity. Have a blessed day, and we shall see you in our next video. Bye for now.